What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? I decided to make this spur of the moment video, and you can't see me right now because I'm driving. I'm on my way to take care of some personal business, and I decided to make this video while this topic was fresh in my mind. So last week I uploaded a video about a friend of mine who was in this relationship to where she was a side chick and didn't know it. So I was thinking that there's no way possible that, I'm trying not to come across as insensitive because she's a human being with feelings, and you know, this is my purpose is not to judge her, but there's no way possible that a person in their right mind in her situation or the situation that she was in could not know that they were a side chick, because there was a lot of blatant signs and red flags right in front of her, but she chose to ignore them. You know, a person doesn't have to tell you directly what their intentions are in order for you to figure out where their heart is, because you're going to find out eventually if you're with that person long enough, not by the things that they say necessarily, but their actions. And so this guy who she was involved with, like I said in the last video, during their 2-year relationship, she never knew where he lived. As far as I know, she was never introduced to his 2 children or anyone that was close to him or any of his close friends. But she introduced him to her family. And not only that, she told me that most of the times when they got together, that they would meet at a hotel. And I wouldn't be surprised if she were the one that paid for the hotel rooms when they met up. But, you know, that tells me that he viewed her as nothing more than a sex object and someone that he could try to manipulate and milk for whatever he could get out of her. You know, whether it be money or resources. She told me that she didn't find out that she was a side chick until just before she ended, a few weeks before she ended their relationship. Actually, at one point she got back, she broke up with him and got back together with him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But my point is that if she had been really paying attention, then she would have seen those signs. But I really think that she was basically, she knew that the guy was not really good for her, but she wanted to believe so badly that he was the one because she was desperate and lonely. She didn't want to admit to herself that she made a mistake in having a relationship with this guy. You know, personally, to me, he's not much to look at. I'm not saying that looks are the most important thing in a relationship, but I really don't see where her infatuation with him came into play, because he wasn't attractive and he really didn't even have much to offer her besides maybe sex. And a dude has to have a lot more to offer me than just sex, because I could get sex anywhere. You know, some things that I would like to know is, how does this person bring value into my life before I enter into a relationship with a man? How does he help me to become a better person? So every serious relationship that I have been in, I've had access to my ex-boyfriend's residences. I actually had keys to their apartments. So that's a big clue. If you're not free to come and go as you please in a relationship at your significant other's residence, then that's a sign right there. The person is probably trying to hide something if you don't have a key to their apartment, or they don't want you. They become angry if you show up at their place unannounced. Another thing that irks me about her situation is I don't know how dumb a man has to be to approach females that his girlfriend knows in order to try to cheat with. How fucking stupid do you have to be to do something like that? If a person that has good sense, if they're looking to have a relationship on the side with another person, generally they're not going to choose someone that knows their girlfriend or boyfriend. They're going to choose someone in a different city or a different town, someone that has no type of relation or association with their boyfriend or girlfriend. But this guy chose to flirt with my friend's co-workers. So that shows me that guy has absolutely no respect for women, and he has had no respect for their relationship, which really wasn't even a relationship. She just deluded herself into thinking it was a relationship. It really was what you call a situationship, in which she was the side chick. Another thing that disturbs me about her situation is that he was asking her to pay. What happened is that she was paying his cell phone bill, and the type of plan that he was on before, it kind of expensive from what I understand. He wanted to be able to make international calls to Haiti, and the plan that he was on before was a little bit expensive for that. So he asked her to add him onto her plan, and she was paying the bill. I don't understand that. How can any man who calls himself a man ask a woman to do something for him financially? That to me is just fucking ridiculous. Like, I would have told him to get off his ass and get on his fucking grind and get his own cell phone plan. But he had messed up credit, so he couldn't get the plan that he wanted. So he tried to go through her in order to get the plan. But I would have told him to get his shit together. I wasn't raised that way. If anything, the way I was raised is that the man is supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to be the person that the woman should be able to come to if she needs help with anything financially. So it's like the roles were reversed in their relationship, to where she was the one providing for him in some ways. That couldn't have happened to me, because I was programmed a totally different way, to where my father was the breadwinner. My mother had jobs, but she really didn't have to work if she didn't want to, because my dad earned enough money to pay all the bills in the house of the household. But my mom usually kept the job because she wanted to be able to buy certain things for us, like around the holidays, and when school started, she wanted to be able to buy certain stuff for us at the beginning of the school year. So that way, and also she wanted to buy her own some things that she wanted for herself that my father didn't want to buy or didn't want to give her money for. So I have a totally different paradigm when it comes to a man and a woman's role when it comes to finances in a relationship. that's all I wanted to say for now in this video. If I can think of anything else, I'll probably film another video. So I will holler at you guys in the next video.